In this episode, light wind sailing makes for a lazy Saturday afternoon. A day spent at the marina, checking out our electrical
I'm
panel.
looking at this and I'm all puzzled.
Organizing our tools, and investigating an issue with the engine blower. The day started out with a light breeze that barely disturbed the lake surface. Odyssey was ghosting along in 2 to 3 knots.
Very light winds today, so I'm sailing by the ticklers.
So we set the sails for light winds,
Wake.
and we relaxed in the cockpit and gazed at the other sailboats in the distance.
Biggest wave we've had today. It's only been 10 minutes anyways. Lazy Saturday afternoon in the shade. Pretty hot out there. We're doing 3.5 knots here. Just chilling. The way life is meant to be.
When we left Port Whitby, we were followed by these boats, these sailboats. So there was basically a line of us heading out for an afternoon sail. It's not hard sailing right now, it's light winds. We are moving a little bit, 2-3 knots, and it's just an easy, lazy afternoon out in the water today.
It's almost like a dragonfly, but I don't think it's really a dragonfly. Dragonflies tend to be multicolored, I think, like the wings. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's an old sail. It's stretchy. Well, we're heading back to port now. It's been a lovely afternoon, and we have this bimini, so it kept us cool under the shade.
Going for breakfast.
So the
Pancakes and sausages.
the marina is having a
Pancakes and sausages. I could smell them. Yum, 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 yum. Nice fatty breakfast before you go out on the lake. Nah.
So what our plans are for today is we're going to do some boat work.
Yeah, maybe. Or we'll go sailing.
After such a filling breakfast, we took a walk along the marina yard, checking out boats on the hard.
Is this, what is this? This is a Jeannot? Ah, I see. Wow, a brand new Jeannot. Fresh from the factory. The keel is not even installed yet.
Side of that rock. You know.
Nice.
Catalina's 22s.
And Swan is also a dealer for the Catalina 22, the sports version. Oh, it says, no, look, it says Catalina Capri 22. Before we bought the Catalina Capri 26, I was saying to Paolo about, you know, why don't we just buy a brand new Catalina 22 and just, you know.
Well, this has got a fixed keel, and this has got a retractable keel.
And just, you know, take it, stay sail with it. And from time to time, even spend a weekend in it. Brand new boat with that brand new boat smell. I like small boats. This one can take you across the world. Look at that. Look how it looks. Looks strong. Look at the size of the mast, and it's cutter rig.
Then we returned back to Odyssey to plan for future boat improvement projects.
This is our second year owning this boat. I have no idea what's behind this panel over here. This is something that's important, and I should have already opened this up last year. And we're opening it up right now for the first time. Part of the reason being, of course, we're installing some new electronics, putting in a GPS, putting in a radio. Just need to look at a little bit ahead and see what kind of wiring I'll be needing, where I can connect it to, if I need to install any new switches to accommodate those new items. So here it goes. I've shore power is off at the pedestal, and I disconnected the batteries as well. I don't want to touch anything with the live over here. That'll be the first thing I did. So checking the battery, so there's no readings on my battery monitor over here, so it should be safe. This is obviously our switch, battery switch connections. This is all of our electronics. Yeah, this is very, very I don't know if I can run a few more items into some of these breakers, these switches. Okay, where's this one over here? Resistant, CSA, wet and oil, so I think that's okay. Yeah, I see a lot of stuff over here and I don't understand any of it. I basically have to follow and see what's going on. I don't know what it does. Maybe even develop some labels for some of this stuff. I don't know what so these are all ground. I'm assuming these are all ground wiring coming back. These are all the hots, maybe. Black ones, and the green ones are the ground. Anyways, it's not a project for today, but okay. So I got a couple of empty spots over here, so maybe I have to put in for the either that, or maybe, I don't know, can I see I got a couple of double terminals over here. Could I connect another, for instance, on a single that I have over here? Oh, these all got doubles, I guess. Are these doubles, or they're just tying together, right? So this is the power. Now it's going from one to the other, and then this is what's coming out of there, or something. Okay. Oh, this is the fuses. Okay, so this is the fuses. 1, 2, 3 fuses. So these are all the switches here. And so I don't know exactly how this all works. I'm looking at this and I'm all puzzled. There's a lot of wiring over here. I don't follow some of it. Kind of. This is just a basic look at it for the first time. I have to come back in here and look at it. Maybe even get some diagrams from something. I'm not sure if there was any sort of electrical diagrams with our manual. I got to take a look at it. And I think there's some space where I can put in my GPS chart plotter to plug it into here, and I just got to get a switch for it, I suppose, and same thing for the radio. So close this back up and turn the power back on.
So this is the storage locker under the port settee. I've cleaned it up. I took and removed all the tools that were inside. As you can see, it's a mishmash of things, and I'm going to try and organize it and make it a little bit more logical in terms of organization. So this is Paolo's toolbox, and basically it's just a mishmash of a lot of stuff, a lot of things, lots of doohickeys and things that I'm not really familiar with. And it's really disorganized. And these are some of the things that I took from that tool bag. And there must be a better way of organizing all this stuff rather than just storing them inside a bag. And just like that, I've organized the tool bags. Made sure that like materials are with the same like materials. And having these plastic storage boxes really helps. And now I'm going to store them in the storage locker underneath the port settee. It was worth it to take that time to organize the tools and all our sailing gear and to put them in their proper places so that it would be a lot more comfortable to be sitting here in the salon. So it's about 8 to 9 knots of wind out there, and the wind is nice. It's warm and mild.
Here we are on the dock. Why?
What are we doing? So what
are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, every time I turn on the engine, I turn on the blower switch over here, and sometimes it doesn't come on. So I don't know what the problem there is. Go back and forth, back and forth. So now I'm going to open up the engine control panel, and I'm just going to turn it on. It's really kind of difficult to do, but anyways, see if I can get any current going through here. Okay. Now it did come on. So, blower's not coming on. Now it came on. Now it didn't come on. I don't know if it's a switch. I don't know if it's a switch or if it's the blower motor itself.
So what are you doing with that voltmeter?
Well, I'm going to turn on the panel over here for the engine and turn on the blower motor switch and see whether or not there's a voltage across there. If there's no voltage, and if the blower motor is not running, see if there's a voltage here. If there's no voltage here, it's most likely the switch. If not, it might be down on the blower motor itself. There's a problem here somewhere with the wiring. It's potentially a wiring problem. I don't know what stage it is. I don't know if it's right here at the connection to the switch. At the connection to the switch right here, because I mean, the wire goes all the way down. I don't know where it goes to. I don't think any movement over here would affect the wire down at the other end. Could be the switch as well, right?
Where's the switch?
Right here.
There. That.
This is the wiring for the switch.
I see.
It's weird. It's almost like there's a short in here. It seems like a connection, a poor connection between the wire, the hot wire from the blower motor to the switch. And I'm going to see if I can get another switch for this, and maybe replace the terminal. It might just be the terminal, for all I know. Maybe I should just get a new terminal. I don't know, but I touch it over here and when I wiggle it, it doesn't make a good connection. It goes on and off. So
while we have the panel open, we decided to also clean around it.
okay, look at those dials. Don't they just shine on you?
Wow, that makes such a difference. You now can see the dials more clearly. So we didn't get a chance to sail today because we were doing boat work. But all in all, it was a nice weekend. We were able to sail yesterday. Even though it was light winds, it was steady light winds. So it was nice. And we got a few things done this afternoon. So that's good. And now, with all the work done, at the end of the day, we have these Portuguese pastries. So we're going to have some Portuguese pastry before heading back to the city.
Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. Until the next time, fair winds to all.